Hello, you amazing, marvelous, magical, magnificent, mucho, yum, yum. I couldn't get all M words. Coach, hi, welcome. I am here as I try as often a regular to be here on Mondays, um, talking about our coaching skills in deep, really looking at our coaching skills in a deeper way than perhaps you or even most coaches and training are really accessing. Look, all the training is good out there, and they teach you how to coach. My job is to help you open up and unlock a deeper, richer flow, a stronger, more powerful, stabilized balance in your coaching. I'm here to help you be the coach you're here to be. And today's topic is the world of life balance. Now, I would, there's a couple of standard things that I'm going to cover quickly, but then I'm going to go into kind of how I see this even on a deeper side. The purpose, the reason why I'm doing this topic now is because it is in alignment and following the same progression as the Coaching Skills Forum calls. And if you are missing these calls, you're missing out. These calls are amazing. They're twice a month, and I've been doing them for over 21 years. Oh my goodness. Coaches all gather and we explore a single component of our coaching in deep, provocative conversation. The stuff I'm going to talk about is just my own perspective and kind of rambling and sharing and diving. But here's where you get to hear what everybody else contributes to it. I promise if you watch this video, which I hope you do, and then you go and join the call or go to coachingskillsforum.com and check out the recording of that call, you're going to hear amazing things. Go check it out. It's all at coachingskillsforum.com. It's all free. It's all for you. But today, let's dive into life balance. Now, first off, there's a commonality that is kind of covered when we talk about life balance. And a lot of it is the sort of standard work-life balance, which always baffles me because isn't work a part of your life? So right there, that's now talking about that there's kind of this separation of work not really being a part of our life. So when we talk about work-life balance, what we're really talking about is the life balance of work and family and personal time and all of that. In fact, if you had basic training of coaching, which I think most coach trainings incorporate the wheel of life, that's really what we're talking about. When we talk about your own personal growth and feeding and nurturing yourself, we talk about your work and what you do as a vocation, which is also separate from the money that you work with, which is different than how you spend your free time, which is also different than your home and your environment that you have created for yourself, which is different than your family and the people that you are nurturing and growing and who support you, and your friends, and also your intimate relationships. All of these are all very different in how we engage and utilize our time and our energy, and they're all really very important to different degrees. So this is also recognizing when we talk about balance, we're not talking about everything has its equal time and dedication. It's finding where is the natural balance. You may be spending more time at work, but that it's not to the sacrifice and to the loss of these other parts. That all of these parts of us are being attended to, that are being given the due attention and energy. So when we talk about life balance, we're really talking about balance. And balance is not a new concept in coaching. Balance has been around, the idea of balance has been around for thousands of years. Now, we're going to go back to early days of the Chinese proverbs, not the right word, but lessons when we talk about yin yang, about having a balance. There's a push and a pull. There's an ebb and a flow. There's a balance in everything. And part of what that really is pointing to, and by the way, I'm not the expert on this, but let's be honest, what we're really talking about is finding that balance so that we can stay upright, so we can not fall over, so we can move, so we can go. Balance is before that. I mean, let's be honest. Balance was something that was created the moment some animal, not even humans, some animal developed legs and suddenly had to figure out how to stay upright. That's balance. In fact, balance is all over the place. Balance is about taking care of self and protecting self while at the same time going and moving and exploring. Balance is about certainly taking in food, but also letting it out. Balance is about everything. Balance is everywhere. And in fact, I'm going to give you a little hint here. I have an advanced coach training program, the Fast Path to MasterFull Coaching. It is high level work. This is really, this picks up where all other coach training ends. I do not care who it is, what they do, what they offer, how much it costs, what level it is. This is the beyond. And one of the things that we talk about is that balance is everything in our coaching work. I guarantee it. If you listen, if you think about every single topic that your client has ever brought to you, I can guarantee you can look at it through the lens of balance. Whether they're in balance, everything is flowing, everything is good, everything is moving. And they're out of balance, they're stuck, they're frustrated, they're angry, everything is hard. Everything is hard because something is out of balance. And that's really the simple, pretty safe, solid assumption that you and every coach can make. If the something is hard, if your clients are frustrated, if they're stuck, if they're not moving, they're out of balance. It's really that simple. And when things are moving, when things are working, when things feel good, when there's alignment and positivity and all of that, then there is balance somewhere in their lives. It's not that we are always in all balance. It just means we get to look at where balance is. That's pretty the simple part. I hope this is making sense, because this is such a vast, deep, rich topic. I kind of am starting to collide things together. But what I want to do is I want to take this and throw this into more deeply into the work that we do in our coaching. And if you've watched any of these videos, you know where I'm going. That's right. I'm talking about the core of our coaching, the 3 powerful principles that will absolutely launch you into deeper, more powerful, more solid, more confident, more effective, and highly balanced coaching. These 3 core principles make all the difference. If you're doing these 3 core principles, it just gets easier. Really, truly. Let's go through them through the lens of balance, life balance, right? The CO in core stands for connection. Connection. We must be connected. I mean, right there, look at all the balance that occurs when we are connected. The balance of coach and client operating in equal value, equal richness. It doesn't mean we are both talking and engaging the same amount of time. It means that we are in balance with each other. Certainly, when we are connecting, there's the balance of listening and talking, giving and receiving. There's the balance of moving forward and deepening and expanding the learning. There's a balance of short-term reward and access versus long-term development and growth. Balance is everywhere in coaching, but it only is accessible. Everything in coaching that is all about balance. And there are a lot, like hundreds, thousands, different ways to measure and identify balance in our work. And they are all only accessible when we are connected. Because when we are connected, now we have two. You can't have balance with one, but you can with two. This is where balance begins. Always. Easily. When you're connecting with your clients, balance now is available. Now gets to be formed and experienced and shifted and altered and deepened and found. If you're out of balance, chances are there's not a lot of connection going on. And that includes when your client is out of balance, they're not connecting either. They're not connecting to themselves. They're not connecting. I got tons of analogies and stories about balance and how you're able to physically hold your balance when you are grounded, when you're connecting to yourself, when your focus is in a different place than all over. Same is true when you are connecting to yourself, to others, balance naturally begins to form. This is why coaching works so beautifully. And when you are opening and shifting your attention to balance, that instantly creates connection. You get that, right? There's more. I could go on for hours just about this, but there's more because the R in coaching, in the three core principles, is all about revealing, right? How can you create, identify, find balance if you're not revealing? And you must reveal where there is balance, where there's not balance. You must reveal what is the competing or the partnering that creates balance. What are the two sides or more? What is not getting fed? What is getting overfed? Where is out? All of this is just revealing. And so when you put your focus as coaching, all about everything you are here to do is all about revealing your clients. Balance is now available. The whole reason why balance is out is because things are hidden. Things are not paid attention to. Things are lost. Things are one-sided when there's absolutely so much more. The moment you start revealing, balance becomes easier. You know this. You know this to be true. And, right, chicken egg it. When we put our attention on balance, what we are here to create and experience and explore and discover is all about balance. Revealing naturally happens because there's nothing to fix, there's nothing to solve, there's no magic solution other than we need to explore and discover where things are out of balance and how to now naturally shift and identify and recover and create balance. You get this, right? This is awesome. And the E principle in our coaching, all about empowering our clients. Every single second of our coaching is all about empowering. And that's what life balance is all about. When our clients are out of balance, they are out of their power. They're struggling and working so hard to harness and assert power over their environment, which they can't, and dominate and manage and control other people, which doesn't work. and they're out of balance because they're not owning their power, their own personal power of self. When you put that attention to power of self, life balance, all balance becomes easy. It just becomes easy. When we put our attention to focusing on creating, generating, supporting, nursing life balance, all that we're doing is empowering our clients. We're not making, we're not guiding, we're not fixing them, we're not commanding and controlling. We're certainly not doing anything for us to feel safe or better. It is all balance. There's more. There's so much more I'm going to tap into in the next following video, so please go check it out. But right now, I hope you get all that we're talking about is really simply connect, reveal, and empower, and life balance flows, expands, opens, reveals. And I know you know what I'm talking about, because I know that you have felt it, you have experienced it in your coaching. It's been a part of the work that we do. This is the work that we do. We are here to help our clients find balance. Once they find balance, they'll lose it, because we all do. But it's about noticing when you start to go off balance and recovering and getting back in. It's all about that. Truly, come to my class. You will learn so much more about this. The Fast Path to Masterful Coaching. Go check it out. And come to the Coaching Skills Forum. Those are free. They're free, and you are going to learn so much more. But I'm so glad you stayed with this one. And I hope it's activated, it's inspired you, it's stimulated. And now you can go and continue to explore your clients and life balance. It's not something you make, it's not something you force, it's something that becomes. Have fun. Come back for more, because there's always more. Write in your comments. Love to hear what's sticking, what's clicking, what's not. Contact me. I'm here to help you. And until then, next time, I wish you amazing, beautiful, delicious, and balanced coaching. Hey there, you beautiful, amazing, fantastic, delicious, razzle-dazzle, and masterful coach. Yes, you, masterful coach, because you're watching this, which tells me you are a masterful coach. There's more to learn, and that's where I come in. Go to bedo.org. You'll also see it right here. And go to bedo.org, and that's where you're going to find tons of other materials, resources, videos, recordings, audios, free calls, a free membership level, tons of stuff, incredible amounts of materials just for you. Regardless of whatever level of coach you are right now, you are going to find tremendous value and resource. And it's all here at bedo.org. bedo.org. Go check it out, and I will see you there.